Yeah, blessings on your day, Trey Urban here. How was your day? Are you guys feeling like you're ready for a crash? Boom! Okay, so what's crashing in your life? Are your relationships crashing? Ah! How's your job going? How's your friends going? How are your kids going? Your family? Just saying, because crashes, they they could come in any form, right? Sometimes we are crashing at work and we just are not happy. We're not happy there anymore. It's not exciting or we're not appreciated. How many of you guys are at a job that doesn't appreciate your mad skills and gifts? Like seriously, raising my hand. The last job I actually worked for, yes, they did not appreciate my mad skills. And and so I felt like crap. I would show up every day, put in my all, give it my all, and then get passed over for the promotions, get nickel and dimed for the raises, right? But then yet asked to do more and show up more and stay longer and here now do Sally's work and Jim's not here and you know what I mean? Do you guys feel like that? Like you just keep getting stacked on and stacked on and stacked on and everything keeps piling up and piling up and piling up, right? Yes. Okay, so that could come in your job. How many other places is life happening like that? How many of you guys got kids? How many of you guys have kids or responsibilities? Maybe not even kids. Maybe you have animals. Maybe you have dogs, cats, birds. Oh my gosh, my granddaughters have 2 birds. What do you, seriously though, right? The responsibilities of life. And then it's like, oh, now I got to take them to the doctor. And now I have to pay for this. And I didn't know that this was going to cost this, right? And now the kids are in school. Now they need all these supplies. And not only that, now they do fundraisers all the time. This, right? It just keeps stacking on and stacking on and stacking on until, yo, it builds up. Right? So that's how our thoughts get mentally overwhelmed, right? And from all this stuff, emotionally, yes. How many of you guys lose sleep over finances, over being able to come up with college money for the kids, right? Or even grocery money. And then heaven forbid these kids, they need shoes, they need things, and we need these things. We need clothes and we need shoes, gas for the car, money, right? How many of you guys, so many things are happening. And these are the things like, right? So we get all built up mentally and emotionally and then stuff just crashes, bam! Okay, you guys. How many of you guys have been called volatile before? Yes! 2 hands for that one. People are like, you're too much because I used to hide it. I wouldn't tell people things in the moment. I wouldn't. I would just swallow it and I would let people talk to me all crazy and just excuse it. I would allow people to do whatever they wanted to do and talk to me whatever kind of way. And then pretty soon that builds up like a freaking pressure cooker and it's going shh. And then pretty soon that stuff's got to go somewhere. And then I know me, I used to pop off and my mouth would crash. My mouth would crash into other people. And then, I would say things that were not nice. I would just lose it. And this is what happens to us when we don't take care of ourselves mentally or emotionally. When our mind, how many of you guys, that mind, do you guys have that mind that goes crazy? Right? That mind that keeps you up all night. The mind that never turns off, that never stops thinking, I wonder what he's doing. I wonder what he's doing. How come he hasn't called me? How come he hasn't, or like these, why hasn't anybody paid attention to me? Why isn't anybody doing all these things for me? Right? How come nobody's called me? Nobody's checked in on me. I check in on everybody else, right? All these things. Or our mind going, oh, nobody likes me. Oh, I'm not smart enough. I don't even know. I don't know how I'm going to get another job. I don't know how I'm going to make more money because I don't have the skills. Right? That mind, you know what that's doing? That mind, those thoughts, they are taking you to that crash. They are crashing you into the wall of disappointment. Do you know what those crashes are? They're the stealer of your dreams. So if you guys are having some amazing dreams, what do you want for your life? Do you want a nicer car? Do you want to travel? What do you want? Those things are only possible if you understand that the crashes, it's a part of the journey. The journey that's taking you to the next place or space. That thing that's going to get you actually into the job that you want, or into the relationship you want, or into the travel experience that you want. What is it that you want? Do you want to open your own business? Do you want to write a book? Do you want to buy a football league? What is your stuff? What do you want to do in your life? Because if you don't know what you want to do, how are you going to get it? It's all about the journey. And let me tell you, when you crash, like literally, if you have a physical car accident, then that to me energetically tells me that you are not moving forward in a good way. Something has stopped the actual physical way that you move forward, which is your vehicle, which takes you from point A to point B, that it stopped you in your tracks physically for awareness, to gain awareness. And so those crashes, they come in all areas of our life. They come mentally, they come emotionally. We have emotional breakdowns. I know more women, but men do too. We all have so much responsibility. It becomes overwhelming. How do I know? I was paralyzed in a car accident. And so I wrote a book. I had to write a book. I wrote a book called Release Trauma to Triumph. And in this book, I talk about the crash because I was actually paralyzed from a car accident. So let me tell you, I'm going to read this out of this is chapter 2. It says, a crash, the catalyst, a journey begins. So this is chapter 2 of my book if you guys want it. It starts out, oh, that's not even where I wanted to read. I wanted to read over here. Oh, I'm going to have to find it now. You guys, but it was devastating. Oh, here we go, the initial struggle. So after I was paralyzed in a car accident, and told I would never walk again, I was like, what? What in the heck is going on? And so it was hard for me. Let me read you. Okay, this is what I said. The days and weeks that followed were some of the darkest of my life. The fears of the unknown. It was crippling mentally and emotionally, as much as the physical paralysis. That's just a sentence in my book. So if you guys are interested, go to trauma to triumph.info. Trauma to triumph. I'm going to put it in the description. You know what? I already have it in the description. So if you guys want to check out the book, my book not only shares about my story and how I was able to walk again, how I know what it feels like to literally have a physical crash, changed the trajectory of my life. But I also remember that at that time, I was so miserable in my life. I was so unhappy in my life. And I knew that crash changed. It changed the trajectory of my life. And from that moment on, I never went back to work. And here I am. It's been 14 years later, and I am thriving in life. I'm living my best life. I'm happier than I've ever been, thanks to that moment that altered the trajectory of my life. So what's going on in your life? What is happening that is causing you to shift, or to feel unsettled, or like you're gonna freaking crash? Where are you crashing out? Are you crashing out in your relationships? Or are you thriving and building amazing things? Are you crashing out in your jobs? Are you happy with what you do? Are you excited to go to work every freaking day? Because if you're not excited to go to work every freaking day, go on, hook me up. I want to help you out with that. I love helping people not only discover their amazing gifts and talents, but then I love helping them make money doing that. Because when you are in alignment with that thing, the best thing, the thing that excites you, the thing that you love every day, that you want to wake up to, and just you can't stop thinking about it. It's better than the best girlfriend you've ever had in your life, or the best man, or whatever it is that you're attracted to. Yes, then let me tell you, it is all possible, but you first have to give yourself permission to start going after it. You have to recognize that you're getting ready to crash, right? Because most of us, we already know. We know we're on our way to crash, but then we don't stop, right? We don't change. We don't change the trajectory of the things that we're doing. And instead, we get the flat tires. or we literally crash into things, or we crash out so much physically that we can't even go to work. Like, how many of you guys crash out and are so you know, unexcited that you don't even want to go to work? You're like, shoot, I'm going to call off. I'm going to call off work. I'm done. I don't even want to go back to that job. But then we suck it up. Are you tired of sucking it up? Well, those things are telling you that it's time to shift in your journey. It's time to shift in your journey. Oh, I love working for others, Alfonso. Thank you for joining. I am so blessed, and amen to you. You keep up the good work, because it takes all of us to actually contribute to society. And if I'm doing it and you're doing it, it's like it's inspirational. And so I'm sending you so much health and abundance and alignment with more opportunities that bless you, because the for all of the things that we can create for the world, it equally blesses us in opportunities and alignments and other things. So thank you so much for sharing. It's so beautiful out here. It's a fall day, and the wind's blowing around, but I love it. So it was raining for the last 2 days. How do you guys feel like life is raining on you? Sometimes I feel like life is just raining on me, and it's a lot. And then I have to remember that it is happening for my good. That I get to decide. That's the thing I get to pick. I get to pick how I feel about things and how I think about things. So I choose to think about the things that help me feel more empowered. Those things that help me feel joy and peace and keep me smiling. Because you know what? Life is doing its best to do the opposite, right? How many of you guys get knocked down? You get knocked down. So many things. Or people, like, they're so ungrateful. And we show up for our families, and we show up for our friends, and so many of them don't even say thank you. They're so used to it, or I don't know if it's really ungrateful, because I think that they're grateful, most of them. I think that they just don't say it. So you guys, what are you doing? How's life? How is your journey? How's the crash? Because I know I've crashed out so many times. I've crashed out with drugs. I've crashed out with losing my house. Like, these things are huge crashes. If you've ever been homeless, yes, homeless is not fun. It feels like your life is in crashing mode. It's crashing mode for real. So you guys, I invite you to check out my book, Release Trauma to Triumph. It's on Amazon. It's an ebook or a paperback. But I share about my whole journey, about what happened in the car accident, how I was paralyzed. It took me 13 years to get into a pair of heels. 13 years of endless battles to keep moving and moving and moving, and keep re-inspiring myself and re-motivating myself. Because let me tell you, life wasn't motivating me. My friends weren't motivating me. There wasn't people always cheering me on. Do better, do better. No. Who do you got cheering you on? Are you feeling like you're all alone? A lot of us feel like we're all alone out here in the world. Like nobody's in our corner. But that's okay, because really, all you need is this. All you need is to look in the mirror and see how amazing that you are. Because you are truly amazing. You are a blessing. We all are. And you have an amazing gift. So the more you go out there and share your gift, the more you feel so amazed with your own freaking self, then guess what? Other people love to celebrate you. And then other people love to be like, oh, she's so happy. Oh, she's so amazing. Oh, she's so smart. Oh, I love to. And it comes from true love. So when you accept yourself, those crashes are a lot less. Oh, I love it, Joseph. Thank you. Yes, it's because, life has already beaten us up all the time. Like, we were promised trials and tribulations of many kinds. It's up to us to really decide what to do with them. And I used to think like I was being punished. Do you guys ever feel like that? Do you ever feel like, why are you punishing me, God? Why does this stuff keep happening? Why? Like, really? Yes. I used to feel that way too. But now I decided it feels a lot better to perceive everything is happening for me. And from this experience, only good will happen, because I truly, truly believe, I have faith that there is a God, that there is a creator, a universal energy that made everything, whatever name you want to have for it, that there is something grander than us that really has a desire. It has a true desire to prosper you and not to harm you, to bring you hope and a future, to celebrate your life. So I celebrate you, and I want you to start celebrating yourself. Do the things that make you happy. Don't allow yourself to crash out. Don't be around people who don't celebrate you. So those crashes, I invite you to lean into the perception that those crashes are happening for you, that those crashes are realigning you. They're raising your awareness so that you can experience your best life, whatever that is for you. Because if you are unhappy or if you are uncomfortable, then that is something saying, please change. What do you want instead? What do you want instead? So I invite you to look into that perspective and give yourself permission to really discover what it is that is going to make you happy. Because if your job isn't thrilling you every day to wake up and go to it, then it's time to get another one. If you're in a relationship that is unfulfilling, it's because it might have been a lesson you'd be trying to make a lifetime. I'm just saying, what other things do you have going on in your life? Because life is too short to... Oh, thanks, Joseph. Yeah, same here. I was, but it's time that I was going through. Oh, life is good. Yes, especially when you're out there doing the community, when you help. Yes, because the more you pour into others, the more other people pour into you. Thanks for sharing that, Joseph. I really appreciate you, and I'm sending you so much love and abundance and alignment and health and all of the amazing things that are happening in your life. Thank you for sharing your comments. You guys, I'm so excited for you guys to be here. It has been an amazing day. It has been an amazing weekend. I don't know what you guys got going on, but I just got done writing a book. Yes! How many? I don't know if that's exciting for other people, but I didn't even know I wanted to do it until I did it, and then I'm excited about it. So in the end, I'm here to help you realize that everything in life is happening for you if you perceive it that way, because whatever you think is the truth, whatever you believe is the truth. So when you start giving yourself permission to look at things a little bit different, to shift the perspective a little bit different, look at it a little bit different, then you're going to get a whole new view. And maybe this view is going to feel a lot better than the other view. But in the end, we get to choose. We get to choose if we want to stay sick and tired, or if we're sick and tired of being sick and tired, then it's time to start shining and aligning with things that make you happy and bring you joy and help you to thrive every day, and help you to want to wake up and go to work and live this beautiful life that wants to pour back into you. So thank you for hopping on. I hope that you are having the most blessed day. I invite you to subscribe. I invite you to come and hang out and check out. I usually go live 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday around this time. So I invite you to be looking for me Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Trey Urban, I am your energy alchemista. And what does that mean? That means that I have the ability to alchemize energy. All is energy. And let me tell you, after being paralyzed in a car accident, I wanted to heal. I wanted to walk again. So now not only am I walking again, but I am helping people to live their best life, to thrive, to get to their joy, their peace, their passion, so that they wake up all day long, every day, living their best life. So thank you, Joseph. Yes, and when you do something good, it comes over you. Yes, and when you do something good, it feels that it's being positive and honest. And it does. And because really, all is energy, and energy is always exuding. So whatever you're putting out is emitting to the atmosphere like a sonar. It is traveling through, because all is energy. And the air, natives, I'm mostly Native American, 51% Native American. And we believe natives that the wind talks. We're always speaking to the wind, because what we do realize is that really it's original substance. It is the thing that God put on the earth that's always creating and manifesting, and it's picking up your thoughts and your feelings and that which you speak into the world. So however you choose to move forward, you're going to create more of that. And for the people who are unhappy and sad, they're creating more of that. So I appreciate all the people who are able to help raise the vibration, because there was a time when I was that person. There was a time when I needed somebody else to help pour into me. So thank you all for pouring into your neighborhoods. Thank you for pouring into me. Thank you for hopping on. Please subscribe if you're not already subscribed to my channel. And I am sending you many blessings. If you guys want to check out my book, it's on Amazon, Release Trauma to Triumph, or get in the link and get it yourself. So blessings on your day. I will look forward to seeing you on Friday. And check out my polls. I'm getting ready to post a new poll. I love asking questions. Blessings, abundance, and health your way.